big round of applause real quick. Thank you guys for supporting comedy. If it wasn't you guys, it wouldn't be us. So you guys deserve it. We have a great lineup for you guys tonight. But before I get to that, I'm going to go over some rules real quick. Please silence your cell phones. Please no flash photography. It's a distraction. It interrupts the jokes, and we don't want to do that. It's a good process, and everybody laughs at it. So let it happen. And please don't record the comics material. They can use it how they want to use it. And then keep your table talk to a minimum so everybody can hear the jokes and laugh even louder. And then please no heckling. And heckling can be anything like giving back a witty retort or like talking when the comic isn't specifically talking to you. Everybody here paid to see us, not you guys. So don't ruin their night. Don't ruin their night. But we got a great lineup for you guys tonight. I am so excited. My name is John Freitag. I am your host. And I'm going to name the first comic. We're going to get a start round of applause, and we're going to keep it going until I get done with the headliner's name. So guys, starting us off tonight, we got Claire Sullivan. Let's give her a round of applause. We got Mike Hollinger. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. The featured comic tonight is Chloe the Comics. Let's keep it going. And all the way from Memphis, Tennessee is Mo Alexander. Let's give it a big round of applause. Like I said, thank you guys for coming out. My name is John Freitag, and don't I kind of look like I should be headlining that When We Were Young festival? I'm just missing like the eyeliner, the lip piercing, and that's right, the sexual assault charge. I even got like an edgy band name picked out. It'd be My Clinical Depression. Let's be honest, this is America. I can't afford therapy. It'd be more like My Self-Diagnosis. Now, I'm not actually depressed. I just spent the last 36 hours playing video games and watching other people play Dungeons and Dragons, because that's what healthy people do. I don't want to kill myself, but recently a lot of people have been telling me I look like Machine Gun Kelly, so I get it. I get it. I've recently been going out to Chicago trying to hit up a bunch of open mics, get my name out there. But I always hate going out to Chicago, because the traffic's the worst. It gives me the worst anxiety. But like somehow I convince myself every time that it's going to be different. That it's not going to be that bad. It is. It always is. And I know when I hit Chicago traffic, because I'm driving along like I'm in that movie, Driving Miss Daisy, which I've never seen. But I assume Miss Daisy enjoys speed limits. And then everyone else around me is driving like they're in the Fast and the Furious. Except there's no Vin Diesel character to pull up next to me, nod, and go, family, and then drive off into the distance. It's just a bunch of serial killers hopped up on Frappuccinos. Like this one in particular who was driving a big truck and wouldn't let me into their lane as mine was quickly ending, got me in my head thinking, all right, some small dick asshole boxing me out. Well, eventually I do get behind this Jeffrey Dahmer on wheels, and I notice that they have a bunch of pink breast cancer survivor magnets and stickers on the back of their car. So now I'm feeling like the bad guy. Now I'm the small dick asshole. Now I'm the one with the lump in my chest. Because she's strong, right? She's a hero. She's a survivor. But for just 1 second, I wish she wasn't. Like, I'm glad she gets to go home to her friends, family, and loved ones, but just for a moment, her pink ribbons had me seeing red. I'm glad she gets to live a long life and it wasn't cut short, but just for the smallest amount of time, I wish we cut federal funding. Now, while I was dealing with this moral quandary in my head, a cop pulled up behind me, and I instantly started to sweat and got nervous. And I shouldn't have. I wasn't speeding, I was using my signal, there's nothing going on. But why is it whenever like a cop pulls up behind anybody? Could have committed all the crimes, could have committed no crimes. Doesn't matter who you are, you're instantly paranoid. You're instantly like, maybe I do have crack in here. Is that blood or is that ketchup? Is that a dead body in my trunk? And then they have the nerve to just pull off onto a side road and like go home like they're not copping 24/7 and didn't just give you a heart attack. But then that's when I start to calm down, and if you're like me, you remember that you're white, so you speed off to go bury the dead body. an unfortunate time when you do get caught, like I did, it's fun because you get your picture taken. And I got a DUI. I was telling somebody about this, like how I got it, and they wanted to see my mugshot. So I pulled it up, and while I was looking at it, it made me realize that those booking cameras they use in jail have got to be designed to make you look guilty. Because the first thoughts that went through my head were, when did I start doing meth? Maybe I could kill a guy. I'm going to move to Elkhart. But I like you guys. I just want to ask you guys a question to make sure like you're cool and I'm cool and I know your childhood. But when you guys were younger and you were at that dinner table and like you couldn't finish your dinner because you were just too full, did your parents like try to guilt you into finishing your meal? Like my parents would say something along the lines of like, oh, we know somebody who'd appreciate that. Or, oh, we could mail that to some third world country. We're going to use Ethiopia because that's what my parents use. We could mail that off to Ethiopia. First off, way to create an eating disorder throughout an entire generation. Explains why I was obese until I was 25. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Secondly, rude. That meatloaf is from tonight. It's going to take at least 1 to 2 days ground to get to the airport, another 3 to 5 days to get overseas, another 2 to 3 to get to Ethiopia. By the time those kids open that box, that meatloaf is rotten and there are flies everywhere. You're taunting them, stop it! But then it got me thinking, like, what are the parents of the Ethiopian kids telling them at dinner? Like when they're sitting at a dinner table and they're like, can we have seconds? Or is there any more? I think they're telling their kids this. You should be happy with what you've got. You could have too much, like those Americans, and have diabetes or be obese. You could have lost your leg to a disease, but instead you lost it to a lion like a man. All right, we're going to get into our next topic. That is enough of me. Thank you. Are you guys ready for your next topic? All right. Your next topic is from Chicago, and she's a regular at the Lab Factory. Let's give a huge round of applause for Claire Sunby.